guys, welcome back to my channel. So here is my little take on a soft smoky eye with a wing, a faux smoky wing. Is that what I'd call it? A faux smoky wing. I don't know what you call it, but it's a smoked out faux winged liner. That's what we're gonna call it. And sort of like a warm peachy lip. And yeah, if you guys have not seen my hair tutorial video yet on these sort of like messy beachy waves, I will link that right here. But let's get started on this tutorial. Okay, I'm gonna dive into my Life little black box that I showed you guys in the last video. If you guys have not seen, I've already done two eyeshadow looks. One was a yellow eye, one was a dark smoky eye. I will link them right here so you guys can check them out later. So this is my little black box. There's my shadows, blushes, powders. I kind of reorganized it from the last video, and I'm liking this because my lipsticks fit in there. And if I wanted to, I could toss a couple brushes in there, but I have this beautiful brush array behind me. So it's going to be like a soft brown with like a smoky black winged liner and then lashes. So I'm going to start with putting tape just right here, because this is going to give us that wing effect without having to do an actual wing. So those look pretty even. So I'm going to go in with shadow number 7 again and just start on my outer crease. Okay, and notice how I'm like swirling it right in this inner tear duct area and bringing it up so it's almost touching underneath my brow, and then winging it out like that. So you can kind of see that shape that it's creating and how it looks just a little bit different than the other side. I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing to this eye, and then we'll be right back. So now I'm just going to take my finger and pack some of that on my lid. And this, putting it on with my finger, just sort of gives it like a little bit more pigment. You can tell, same color on my lid as we blended out here, but it looks like it's sort of more gradiated. So just pack that on. And then you can take and just sort of blend those two together so it fades really nicely. And I've done all this with my E40 blending brush, my Sigma E40. I will link all the products that I use in this tutorial down below, as always. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of a tighter blending brush, the number 10 from Life, and picking up shade 32, and just sort of feathering this on the outer crease. This is good for lifting a hooded eye. So I'm just putting that where I have sort of that skin that needs to be lifted a little bit. I touch more on this in the brown smoky eyeshadow tutorial, so if you guys wanted to check that out just for a little bit more tips and tricks on hooded eyes, you can do that after you're done this video. And then I'm just blending with my E40 brush again. Perfect. Okay, now we just want to do work on the wing, and I just realized that I forgot my black shadow, so I will be right back. Okay. Now I'm out of breath because I had to run upstairs. But now we're going to go in with shade number 9. This is the blackest black. And go in with my number 20 brush. Looks like this. And I'm just going to start on this outer portion, creating that wing and sort of blending it in. Okay, so you can see I've taken it to about, not quite to where my brow ends, and then just feathering it in sort of a straight line towards the center of my eye. And then I'm gonna switch back to my number 13 brush and just stamp on more of a line right towards the center, and that's it. So that just gives it like a little bit of a crisper, more precise placement that's going to fade into this smoky bit on the outside. And then I'm gonna pick up my E40 brush again and just sort of smudge that top line a little bit of our winged liner sort of portion, just to give it a little bit more of a blend. And then I'm just gonna sharpen it a little bit on the very bottom of the wing. And blend one last time. Perfect. I think I'm liking where that's going. So that's what we have so far. I'm going to take off the tape. Watch this. This is awesome. This is the best part. Look at how friggin' crisp that is. So there is one way to do a super easy winged liner without having to do a winged liner. And then what I want to do is, I said I don't normally do this, but today I'm going to take that number 7 shade again, which is this, and I'm just going to do a light smoking of the eye. Make sure your brush, I'm going back in with the number 20 that I used to smoke out the black. Make sure the black is out of your brush, and then pick up that number 7 and just smoke it out sort of in the center. Done the eyeshadow look. So now I'm just going to go in as per usual and sort of color correct any purple that is under my eye with my number 2 concealer, which is also my skin tone, but has a little bit of a yellow tinge to it, so it cancels out the purple. Think of the color wheel. And then I'm going to take my shade 0 concealer, warm it up a little bit with my finger because it is a wax base, so if you warm it up it's more pliable. And do my little triangle thing. Sexy. Okay, got my mascara. I'm using It Cosmetics Superhero in Super Black. So there it is with just mascara. We're going to add lashes because I feel this look really needs some lashes. But first, I'm going to take my Blenderful Sponge and my setting powder, my translucent setting powder, right here, and damp sponge, setting the under eye. So what a damp sponge and setting powder is going to do is it is going to help if you have drier skin or fine lines under your eyes. It's going to press moisture into the powder, setting it and creating less of that like textured look under your eye. Just going to take my brush number 1 and just blend that out there so we don't have any like powder lines and everything's blending in seamlessly. Number 7 and my number 3 brush that looks like this, and just contour. It just sort of creates a different kind of contour than what I used the other day with the number 1 brush. That's sort of a softer contour. This gives you a little bit more of a sharper chiseled cheekbone kind of thing. Okay, and then I'm going to take my number 18 brush and a little bit of shade 20 right here. right on the very like top part of my cheekbone. This was kind of just general placement with that number 20. I'm gonna take shade number 1 on the very high points of your cheekbone for a little bit of a highlight. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of this number 1 and just put it on the tip of my nose and a little dot on the bridge of my nose. Lips. Again, brush number 11 for the highlight on the brows, using shade number 1 as well. And then I'm also going to take and put that on our inner tear duct with that same brush. Do you know what? I think I want to pop a little bit of blush. Take that same number 18 brush and I'm going to pick up a little bit of this shade number 4, which is like the NARS Orgasm dupe, and just pop that right here. Blend it in with that highlight a little bit. I just wanted a little bit of warmth to my face. I was feeling I needed some warmth. Buff that out. This is the number 17 brush here. And I always use this to like soften everything in the center of my face. So now I am going to toss on a lip color, and this is Dark Nude from Limelife. So to sharpen it, you just twist it in the cap. And then I'm going to go in with Angel Food, a warm tone as well. And then we're gonna take a little bit of our foundation shade, and this works really well with the Limelight foundation because it is that waxy kind of base. And just ombre. Okay. So now we're going to go and add the lashes, so I'll do that and I'll be right back to show you guys the finished look. Okay, so here it is with the lashes. I just want to show you guys a little tip here so you can sort of see the band on this one, especially for my lashes. So I'm going to pick up that number 13 brush again in my black. And just stamp that on right there. And right there, and that helps blend out your lash band. And if you guys have ever been a client of mine, this is how it goes. And just when you think you're done, you're not. I'm gonna take a little bit of this number 1 and put it on my lip as well, just to give this look a little bit of a shimmer. And just set this all with a setting spray, and there is the finished look. So that is just a little bit more of a like subtler take on a brown smoky eye. Also, this one has a wing because the last one didn't, and then also a couple other like techniques that I showed you guys. Let me know what you guys think of this look. Kind of feeling like I wanted to do a second option for lip color. So I'm going to do Ruby Chocolate and show you guys that option to wear with this eye. And then you guys let me know in the comments below which one you guys like better. Okay, so here it is with Ruby Chocolate. I don't know. I think I maybe like Ruby Chocolate a little bit more. I feel like it really like plays with the eye, the warmth of the brown in the eye. So yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know which lipstick you guys like better in the comments below. I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.